Marianne loves pink and wants a modern, grown-up space all her own. But her salmon walls are drab and dated. So with a little help and a lot of color,
Dun, da, da. Wow, it's beautiful.
we're gonna give her a room that's as energetic as she is.
Do you want me to cut you a piece?
With 3 great kids and an attractive townhome, life is definitely sweet for Marianne. But when she tried to turn her bedroom a sophisticated pink, this school teacher flunked.
Pink to me, it's femininity. It can be bold and exciting, but it's also fun. Where I think I went wrong in my bedroom was I was afraid to use too much bright color because I thought that it would just overpower the room. So I think the result of the kind of salmony color wall was because I was afraid to really experiment. Here it is. This is my bedroom, or as I affectionately call it, my can of salmon.
Marianne, the walls look like they're blushing salmon. It's
Yeah.
like they're embarrassed and they're blushing.
Yeah, definitely, yes, embarrassed. I think I'm embarrassed too.
But what feeling were you going for when you put the color on the wall?
I was thinking of a very chic, urban look. Yes.
Sophisticated.
Very sophisticated. I really was going for, if you can see in the pillows that I have over here.
These pillows over
Yes.
here?
Okay, my pillows are cool.
Oh.
My pillows I love. I love the deep, dark brown and this really beautiful pink. It's so vibrant and so alive and so rich. Little by little, I've been trying to add things to my room.
Marianne correctly guessed that green would complement pink. She just picked too dull a shade.
I came home with this.
This has got a little bit of yellow. It's
Yeah.
actually more of an olive kind of green.
Yeah, and it's
I
pretty.
like the ideas you have for a color combination. I love the idea of this really rich chocolate brown.
Yes, I love that. I
With
love that.
this pink, and I like this pink because it's not childlike pink that we
That's
think of.
what I
you
don't
know?
want. Exactly. I love pink. I love the chocolate, but I just didn't want it to look too cutesy. I wanted it to look chic and alive.
What you have is salmon pink,
Yeah.
black, brown, olive, and pink. And I think we need to go with this color palette that you are in love with. This chocolate brown,
Yummy.
pink, lime green. And then I think we should add fuchsia.
Fuchsia.
Yeah,
Okay, fuchsia. Yes. I am so in love with that brightness. Yes.
You like that palette?
Yes.
Vivid colors like fuchsia and lime green can create the sophisticated effect Marianne wants, as long as they're grounded by an earthy color like chocolate brown. The brown will anchor the space and keep the overall effect from being too bright and childlike.
I want to take you to a place that has this entire palette in action. I think you'll like it when you see it.
I am loving it in my head, so I know I'm going to love it in real life.
Good, let's go.
Okay, just a minute.
I'll be right back. Marianne, what do you think? How does
my gosh! I'm speechless. When I walked into the spa, I thought, okay, how did somebody take what was in my head and put it on the walls and in the fabrics and in the flowers and in everything? It was amazing.
You're kind of looking at your palette here. This is that beautiful lime green, that
That's
very
the
light
green.
green, and the
That's the
pink, and then you
green.
can see the brown here, this chocolate brown.
Yes, I knew it would work. Great.
So your wall will have all of the colors in the palette, pink, green, and chocolate brown.
Oh, it's going to be wonderful.
So your walls won't be plain like this. They're going to be linear. It's going to be stripes of colors.
Long linear forms like stripes can make any room look sleek and contemporary. And creating them with paint is a simple and inexpensive way to incorporate the colors of your palette.
One stripe is going to be even more special. Do you see this texture on the wall behind us?
Yes.
It's a woven texture?
Yes.
We're going to take the green and the new pink, layer them over each other to make a linen kind of texture. So now all those closet doors that are white, they're going chocolate brown. It's going to go on the doors, on the casings, on the floor base. You know how you just have your bed in the room, right?
Yes.
It's all by itself, no
Yes.
headboard, just the bed frame. Well, now it's going to get a headboard, but wow, what a headboard. Wait till you see this thing.
Oh my gosh.
First of all, it's going to be chocolate brown in color. It'll go up and it'll surround your window. It'll include 2 new nightstand tables in the headboard. And it's going to be a lattice kind of design so that you look at this headboard and you can see through it and see the pink and green wall behind.
We'll use that same brown lattice-like design to create a cozy seating area in one corner of Marianne's bedroom.
The only concern I have is that there was a lot of brown because I only have one window. If there's too much brown, then my room might start to feel like a cave, and I don't want that.
We'll also be creating a custom footboard with a contemporary touch.
The top of this footboard is going to have a lighting element in it. So you'll look through the top piece of clear acrylic, and underneath that is a glowing petaled light bed.
It's
just gonna be feminine and soft and kind of contemporary and pink.
And sophisticated and clean. Yes, I love it.
The final element in the room will be a custom art piece that pulls together all the colors of the palette.
I have to calm down a little bit because I'm getting a little emotional. I'm just so honored. Okay.
You really are happy about it?
I'm just so overwhelmed that you would take the time to do this for me.
Well, you take the time for so many other people, your children, your students. You know what that's like.
Yes.
And you kind of put yourself last, right?
Yes, I think a lot of moms tend to do that.
Once the room's empty, we're ready to get rid of Marianne's can of salmon once and for all.
This is your new pink.
Dun, da, da.
Wow, it's beautiful. But it's not childish, right?
Absolutely not. It's elegant.
The pink we're using has an elegant look because it actually has some black in it. That adds a grayish quality and keeps the colors from looking like they belong in a child's room.
Just want to cover all that other stuff. Yes.
Look, here is your new pink, and this is your old salmon.
Absolutely unbelievable.
What do you think?
This is absolutely stunning.
I finish up the walls while Marianne heads downstairs to help Ron prep the wood for her new head and footboards.
Hi, Ron.
Hey!
I'm so excited.
So what we're doing here is this is a planer. It's a series of knives that plane down or trim off a portion of the wood. So we decrease the size slightly.
Okay.
The reason we're doing this is that we went ahead and bought construction-grade lumber, which has these rounded edges. So we're going to run it through, and it takes off a thin layer.
Yeah.
So then it'll leave us with a square edge, which will be really nice for the design that we have outlined for you.
To get wood with squared off edges, you usually have to buy select lumber, which can be really expensive, or you can plane it yourself and get those nice edges at a bargain price.
Ron, I really can't see a difference. The edges are so smooth.
When we finish this, it's gonna look really nice in your room, so.
I'm excited.
Next, Ron and our carpenter Steve get to work on the custom footboard using the new planed wood.
All right, bingo, there it is.
Upstairs, Marianne's kids will help us with our elaborate paint job.
Guys, this is a laser level. We're gonna use it to paint the stripes in this room. What we're gonna do is watch this laser light as it goes around the room, and that tells us the level of our first line for our first stripe.
Oh, wow.
And Max, I'm going to give you these nifty cool. Look at Max. Look at Max, man. Rock out. Okay. Okay, taping is done.
Yay.
Now it's time to paint these stripes. These are typical wallpaper brushes. We're gonna use it to brush on our linen treatment.
Oh, nice.
Just load it up with the smallest amount of paint, and you just scrape the paint on, and I know. There you go.
It's hard work, but the treatment will perform double duty, pulling the colors of our palette together and creating luxurious layered texture.
So, Molly, Max, is this worth all this hard work to make Mom happy?
Definitely.
Yay!
Yeah.
A painted linen treatment might be a little more trouble than we expected.
But see how some bold colored stripes will tie this whole wall treatment together.
It looks like frosting.
And find out just what this is our guys are trying to assemble. Stay tuned.
Marianne is really excited about the new color palette, but she's seen only the beginning. There's lots more color coming up right now.
You guys did such a great job.
Thank you.
How do you feel seeing this linen treatment that you and your kids did?
I can't believe how beautiful it looks. It was hard to visualize when we first got started. It is luxurious. It looks like wallpaper.
Also, I like how you see the green and the pink working together. And that green really glows when you have it on top of the pink.
It does.
This green that you see here is now going to happen in a stripe here. And you to get started on that.
Ooh, pretty.
A stripe of green is going right here. This green also has a little bit of black in it.
Okay, you know what? I can tell.
By adding a thin stripe of bright green, we'll break up the wall of pink and give the room some visual interest.
Oh my gosh.
Isn't it lovely?
It looks like frosting.
It does look like frosting.
Yeah.
Well, it's going to frost the bottom of the room here.
Look at that.
And remember, this brown is not going to go just here on the baseboard. It's going to be on all of your doors in your room and around the window. So everything that is white is now going to go brown.
Now our palette is complete. The pink is warm, the green is cool, and the brown is an earth tone, which keeps the other two colors from looking overwhelming.
While we finish our stripes, Ron and Steve are outside tackling a trickier part of the design, our brand new headboard.
So I guess we'll lay these out right like that.
Yeah, we'll do the right side. So let's get going.
All right, do you think this is actually gonna work?
It looks good on paper. We'll find out soon enough. Look at those edges.
Look at those nice edges. Look, this is the nicest 2x4 I've ever seen in my life.
Back inside, our design crew adds more of that yummy chocolate to the room, while Marianne and I try our hand at abstract art.
This is going to be a big piece of art you and I are going to create with all of the colors of our palette. We've got our pink, our greens, and our brown. I want you to start out with this lighter green.
Gotcha.
So start brushing it on.
Any kind of form?
Any kind of form.
Anything I want, okay.
That's right.
It was so much fun to take the colors that I knew were going to be a part of the room and create something that was going to be hanging on the wall.
Marianne, do you think you could wake up to this every day?
I know I could wake up to this every day. I will love seeing these colors first thing in the morning.
Hey, what are these things?
These are a portion of what's going to be part of your mom's headboard. Yeah,
Nice.
really cool, huh?
Yeah.
So we put all these together, and now our next step is we got to prime them and paint them. So I understand you guys are pretty handy with some brushes.
Yeah.
Okay, how about some rollers? I think we're going to roll this on.
All right.
My children are so artistic. It's such a joy for me as a mom to know that they're going to have a part in the creation of this beautiful, colorful space.
While Max and Molly work up a sweat, the guys have more work to do on the footboard.
So this is our back. Here, we're going to go ahead and throw it on. You want to go flush to the outside leg and flush to the bottom of the 2x.
Once we paint it, it'll tie Constance's color palette together and look great.
Coming up, Marianne learns how to pick bedding that pulls an entire palette together.
I just want to plunge into it.
And still ahead, will this teacher give her brand new bedroom a pass?